Bijan thinking house. Bijan.
What is up, YouTube? It's Lions Fan Express coming at you with that man-to-man press. And in today's video, I'm going to give you guys my top 5 running back prospects for the 2023 NFL Draft. Really excited about this class. It has a lot of talent in it, and I actually have a couple surprise picks on this list as well. So let's get it started. So at number 5, I have running back Taj Spears from Tulane. He's 5'10", 195 pounds, and in 2022 he had 1,500 yards rushing, 19 touchdowns, and 6.9 yards per carry. I watched his games against USC, Cincinnati, and then the Senior Bowl. And my running back comparison for him, his floor is Theo Riddick, but I think his ceiling is Reggie Bush. So right off the bat, this player is special. He has good speed, acceleration, and he can make defenders look silly as a pass catcher. He can get skinny through the hole and break tackles as well. He's one of the few backs that actually follows his blocks and has the ball carrier vision to find the hole. He averaged almost 7 yards a carry this year, which was 9th overall in college. He's on the lighter side as a running back and isn't necessarily a power runner, and he also struggles with maintaining his balance at times. However, despite all that, I think he has a strong showing against the Senior Bowl week, so I wouldn't be surprised if you found his name being called on day 2 as his stock continues to climb. And at number 4, I have Zach Evans, running back from Ole Miss. He's 6 foot, 215 pounds, and in 2022, he had 900 yards rushing, 9 touchdowns, and 6.5 yards per carry. I watched his games against Auburn and Texas A&M, and then my running back comparison for him is Melvin Gordon. So Evans falls forward, keeping his legs going. He can also run in between tackles or hit it to the outside. He breaks tackles and he isn't afraid to lower his shoulder, as you can see on the clip. I really like his tape. He just makes plays and is a punishing runner. While he doesn't have eye-popping numbers at Ole Miss, he made the most of his opportunities after transferring from TCU. I think he falls in the late second to early third round, and he's a great value for a player like him. And then for number 3, I have Zach Chardonnay, running back from UCLA, formerly transferred from Michigan. He's 6'1", 220 pounds, so he's a pretty big, solid back. And in 2022, he had 1,300 yards rushing, 14 touchdowns, and 7 yards per carry. I watched his games against USC and Cal, and then my running back comparison for him is Adrian Foster. Now, Charbonnet is a bowling ball as a running back. He plays with a strong, bruising running style, but he has a sneaky good speed for someone his size. He can cut, but he can also makes his money as a north and south runner. He falls forward on almost every run. He can also catch the ball out of the backfield. He averaged about 20 yards a game, but I think he can handle bell cow duties just based on his size and his production. He really stepped up from last year's film, but he still lacks like the looseness and breakaway speed that you kind of look for in a running back at the NFL level. I had him as a 2nd or 3rd round pick, and I'm leaning more towards the 2nd round just because he's a proven back. And then my second back on this list is Jamar Gibbs for Alabama, who also transferred from Georgia Tech. He's 5'11", 200 pounds, and in 2022 he had 900 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns, and a 6.1 yards per carry. I watched his games against LSU and Arkansas, and my running back comparison, and a lot of people are kind of comparing him to this player, but it's Alvin Kamara. Gibbs was a transfer from Wake Forest, as I mentioned, and coming to Alabama definitely gave him a boost in his college career. He's fast, he has good change of direction, and good vision as a ball carrier. He has great upside as a receiving threat, but he does struggle to catch the ball consistently with his hand at times. He's a big play waiting to happen, but given his size, can he be a bell cow running back at the NFL level? My projection for him is one of the best 3rd down backs in this draft, and he has running back starting potential. I think that he's going to fall somewhere in maybe the 2nd round. And then for my number 1 overall back, this should come as no surprise. A lot of people are hyped up on him as a 1st round pick, especially to the Detroit Lions, and that is Bijan Robinson, running back from Texas. He's 6 foot, 220 pounds, so he's built. And then in 2022, he had 1,500 yards rushing, 18 rushing touchdowns, and an average carry of 6.1 yards. I watched his games against Oklahoma and against Alabama, so against really good competition. And my running back comparison for him, honestly, I have to go with Saquon. I think he really, the similar of the play styles really kind of meshes. Robinson is he's a one-of-a-kind running back. He's patient but deadly with the ball in his hands. He possesses elite cutback ability and vision to find the hole in the line and can accelerate through the line. He's tough to bring down, but he's more of a elusive back than a power back. He can be a 3-down back since he has good receiving skills, but he'll need to improve his pass blocking. He also kind of can get carried going away from like east to west a lot and takes unnecessary losses trying to make a big play, kind of like trying to juke people out in the backfield instead of just going north and south. So he had a lot of rush attempts in just 12 games, kind of showing that he can be a bell cow running back in the NFL and take that load, just given his, the bulk of his load and then also his size. He's built like that. He's running back number 1, and that's no debate. Running backs usually don't get taken in the first round now just based off the value of the position, but I can see him being a top 15 pick in this draft, and he's definitely one of the best offensive players in this draft. So, yep, that's my top 5 running back list. I know there's a couple guys on there like Taj Spears and Zach Evans that some people might not be as high on. I am. I watched their film. Trust me, guys, they're dogs. They all these running backs can play, and there's several other running backs that I've watched that didn't make the list but can still contribute and make plays at the NFL level. So it's a really deep class. Really excited to see what they can do at the NFL level. And yeah, if you guys like this kind of videos, I kind of went through and just hammered out the details and the stats about these players. But if you guys like that kind of format, let me know down below. My next position group will be receivers, so that'll be coming out soon, so look forward to that. And then yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, go Lions.